So today we're checking out something that most people don't usually get excited about, a printer. But this one actually surprised me. This is the Lexmark CX331adwe, and honestly, this feels less like one of those old-school frustrating office printers, and more like a modern productivity machine that's designed for people who just want things to work fast, clean, and wirelessly without all the drama. And first impressions matter. The design is super clean with this white finish that actually looks modern instead of that boring gray office equipment vibe. It's compact enough that you can fit it into a home office setup, a studio workspace, or even a small business environment without it dominating the desk. And the touch screen on the front instantly gives it a more premium feel. Now, obviously the big thing with a printer is speed and print quality, because nobody wants to stand around waiting for documents anymore. This printer can hit up to 26 pages per minute in both black and white and color printing, and that's actually pretty fast for a compact laser printer in this category. What's impressive is that it keeps that speed consistent even when printing heavier workloads. The print quality itself is sharp. Text looks extremely crisp, especially for contracts, reports, assignments, invoices, or presentation material. And then when you move over to color prints, the colors are vibrant without looking oversaturated. Graphics, charts, marketing pages, and even image-heavy documents come out looking surprisingly professional. One of the best parts about laser printers compared to inkjet printers is reliability. You don't constantly worry about ink drying out or dealing with messy cartridges. If you print regularly, especially for work or school, laser printers just make more sense long-term. And the CX331adwe feels built exactly for that kind of workflow. Now, one feature that instantly makes life easier is automatic duplex printing. Basically, it prints on both sides of the paper automatically, so you save paper without manually flipping pages every single time. It sounds simple, but once you start using duplex printing, you genuinely never want to go back. And setup is surprisingly easy. This is one of those devices where Lexmark clearly understood that people hate complicated installation processes. Wireless connectivity works really smoothly, and you can connect through Wi-Fi and print directly from laptops, smartphones, and tablets without dealing with a million cables. That's a huge deal now because most people work across multiple devices. And honestly, wireless printing has become one of those things you don't fully appreciate until you go back to a wired printer. Being able to sit on a couch, edit a document on your phone, and instantly print it across the room is just convenient. Especially for students, creators, remote workers, and small office setups. The touchscreen interface is also responsive and straightforward. It doesn't feel outdated or laggy like some printers do. Navigation is simple, settings are easy to access, and overall the user experience feels modern enough that you're not fighting with menus every 5 seconds. Another thing I noticed is how quiet this printer is during operation. Laser printers sometimes sound like they're preparing for liftoff, but this one stays relatively controlled even under heavier printing sessions. That matters more than people think, especially if you're working in smaller spaces or recording content nearby. And let's talk about productivity because this is really where the CX331adwe shines. If you're someone printing reports, business documents, presentations, shipping labels, study material, or client paperwork every day, this printer is built to keep up. It's not trying to be flashy. It's trying to be dependable. And honestly, dependable tech is underrated. The scanning and copying functions are also super useful here. You're basically getting an all-in-one productivity machine. Instead of buying separate devices for scanning and printing, everything is integrated into one compact setup. That's cleaner, simpler, and honestly just smarter for most people. Now, obviously no printer is perfect. Toner replacements can still be expensive depending on how heavily you print, and laser printers generally cost more upfront compared to cheap inkjet printers. But over time, especially if you print frequently, laser printers often end up being more cost-effective and way less frustrating. And I think that's the key thing here. This printer removes friction. Fast printing. Reliable wireless connectivity. Automatic duplex printing. Sharp output. Clean design. Easy setup. These are the things people actually care about in real-world daily use. For students, this could easily handle assignments, research papers, and study guides. For businesses, it's fast enough for office productivity without taking up massive space. And for home users, it feels premium enough that you're not compromising just because you want something compact. Also, the white color honestly makes it look way more modern than most office printers. It blends into setups much better, especially if you've got a cleaner workspace aesthetic. Weird detail maybe, but design absolutely matters when something sits on your desk every day. And reliability, is probably the most important thing with printers because everybody has experienced those nightmare situations where a printer randomly disconnects, refuses to print, or throws confusing error messages for absolutely no reason. The CX331adwe feels more stable and consistent than a lot of budget alternatives out there. So overall, if you want a color laser printer that's fast, compact, wireless, and designed for serious daily productivity, the Lexmark CX331adwe actually makes a really strong case for itself. It balances speed, quality, convenience, and practicality in a way that fits modern workflows really well. And honestly, this is one of those products that quietly improves your daily routine without demanding attention. It just works. And sometimes, that's exactly what good tech is supposed to do. Hi guys, if you want to buy this Lexmark CX331adwe Laser Printer, then please visit the link provided in the description. Now I want to know your thoughts. Are you still using an inkjet printer? Or have you switched over to laser printers already? And what's the most annoying printer problem you've ever dealt with? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.